Hello, everyone. Welcome to Week 3, 2026. These are your switch-on hot picks. It's time to switch on with Switch Markets, and we've got some key markets for you this week. We're going to be looking at gold and silver as per usual, and we're also going to look at the dollar, yen, the CAD yen, and the S&P 500. We've got some key events. We've also got a live webinar on Thursday that you're not going to want to miss, and if you're going to tune into our live streams, this is the week to do it. We'll be going live each and every day, 1800 GMT. Be sure to check that out. Your mailbox on your MT5 platform. It gives you everything that you need right there. Dynamic leverage updates. It also gives you a live market stream and trading webinar schedule for the week. Be sure to check those out when you're in your MT5 platform. Remember, your demo account's always 100% free, unlimited demo funds. Go ahead and open one of those up at Switch. Get off and rolling on the right foot with a great career. Takes a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, but you can make it happen. Switch demos absolutely free, and when you're ready, move to a Switch Live account, and you can have something just like this on your screen. One-click trading, all the markets, tiled windows. You're ready to rock and roll here. So be sure to check that out. Okay, let's get on with the hot picks. Even though it's January and you might need a jacket in the office, doesn't mean that it's not hot on the markets. Condensed trading week. Monday, MLK Day holiday in the United States, market closure, early halt to commodities tradings on the CME. It was a great time to game plan. So here's what you need to know for the week ahead. Very, very important that we understand the market drivers. Right here, CBOE Volatility Index. This is Wall Street's fear gauge. Very simple. As the VIX goes up, typically stock prices go down. Why? There's more angst in the market and more fear. What's driving fear and angst potentially this week is going to be geopolitics. You've got the Trump statements on Greenland. Very interesting. We cover those every day. A lot to unpack there. You've also got the ongoing situations in Venezuela and Iran. A lot of geopolitical strife. Don't forget about Russia, Ukraine. Don't forget about China, Taiwan. It's all going off. 2026 is going to be the year for that. So the VIX, the Volatility Index, remember a couple of key levels that you need to know for this. The Volatility Index from the CBOE is based on front month options contract premiums for the US 500. Couple of levels that you need to understand. The long-term average is 21. Our key low right there, right around 10. The big round number of 10 was built in for month of July, somewhere in there, month of July 2024. So we've sort of been rotating around. We've had a couple of high-impact events. That was the end of the carry trade in 2024. A lot of people panicked over that. And then you also had a market panic in April of 2025 when the new tariffs went into effect, called Liberation Day here in the United States with the new tariff structure of the Trump administration. So here's what we need to know about the VIX. Right now, we are trading relatively low. Our value somewhere right around 15 or 16. That's below your long-term average at 21. If you're above 21 and elevated, that means palpable fears in the market. If you're down around 10, it means life's good and equities are probably ticking higher. Now, the US 500, this is fascinating because we had a hard test back on the 13th of January of our key level of 7,000, and why everybody's on pins and needles for Tuesday's US Wall Street cash open is because the derivatives trade, the CFD trade, and some of those futures, the E-mini S&P 500 futures trading of Monday, MLK Day, did not look good. Open gap down, and really a lot of action there that leads traders to believe that maybe that VIX is going to spike on Tuesday due to your geopolitical activity. So if you're trading the US 500, the key level here is 7,000. The long-term bullish trend is still very much in effect, but right now the game is 7,000. We want to see price break above that zone before we even consider these Fibonacci extension targets up there at 71.05 and also 72.78. A little bit different from last week, sort of updating us on the current price action. Be ready for anything this week. Key market drivers for the US 500. Trump's WF speech, World Economic Forum. He's going to speak to them on Wednesday. That is huge for US equities. Also, PCE price index Thursday. That's another big market driver. Buckle up and be ready Wednesday, Thursday. That 48-hour block probably going to be pretty big for US equities. All right, let's get on to our next market. We're going to get into some yen ideas. Now, the CAD yen is on everybody's mind right now. Crude oil driving the Canadian dollar wild. You've also got the Japanese yen. BOJ speaks early Friday session. What does that mean? It means the Bank of Japan is all of a sudden one of the world's hawks. Even though that deposit rate, that interest rate's down around 0.75%, still the tone out of the BOJ is hawkish, especially for about the last 15 years. So keep an eye on the BOJ announcements. That's coming. It's going to be early Friday forex session. We'll have all the coverage for you here. I'll give you a nice promo and get you loaded up and ready to trade the yen ahead of the release. We're expecting interest interest rates to remain static in Japan. That's big. The BOJ, the tone of the press release. That's what it's all about. Expect volatility out of pairs like the CAD yen. For me, it's all about the weekly chart. Nice, beautiful spike low from the 3rd of November, the week of the 3rd of November. That spike low to this spike high established this year about a week ago. The pullback zone, the kill zone for me, somewhere right around 112.25 to 112.50. You've also got a 13-period EMA down there at 112.22. That's a robust support zone. Be ready for that in that CAD yen market. Dollar yen, very simple. We're going to keep this as easy as possible. The 920 EMA crossover. The 9 is working on crossing over the 20 on that 4-hour dollar yen chart. This is a trade that we're going to be monitoring closely. As of right now, we don't have a trade set up yet. We're waiting for the 9 to cross over the 20. More than likely, this one's going to be maybe 16 to 20 to 24 hours off. We're watching this one closely for the day ahead. Right now, you're sort of on a sell signal, but the price, really hasn't behaved like we thought it would. We're waiting for price action to really develop in that Tuesday session. So if we get a crossover right there, if the 9 crosses the 20, we may be sending this pair long. Be sure to tune into our daily live streams. We'll give you more. And also our daily trade ideas over at How to Trade. We're going to be all over the dollar yen this week. It's going to be a lot of fun to trade. Okay, here's the showstopper, silver. The key level in the financial markets. $100 in silver. Everybody's watching it, from me out here in Dillon, Montana, to the institutions out on Wall Street, to international traders all over the world. Everybody's watching 100 in silver. Folks downtown Beijing are saying, $100 silver, huh? Very, very interesting. So what do we have developing here? Well, our daily cup with handle broke. We talked about that last week. The bullish route is on. Right now we're trading right around 93, 94. We saw some good stuff right up around 95 on that Monday session. Big time move for a holiday session, 4.5%. The volatility is heavy. You can't just buy this market. You've got to wait for a big pullback, a robust pullback to give you what we call value. Trade location is value. You make money when you buy something, not when you sell it, unless you sell at the top and then you make money selling. But don't worry about that. We'll show you how to do that each and every day. Big pullbacks. We're looking at 62%, 89.50, 89.50 to 89.75. Pretty good area to target here if we're looking to build a bullish play on silver. Top side, I would be shocked and appalled if we don't go up to the key level right around 100. Watching that very, very closely. Potential some short scalping that we can execute in front of 100. Keep an eye out on your email inbox for some ideas in that regard. But this is, silver's on fire, absolutely on fire. If you are holding shorts, I'm sorry, that hurt. But listen, if you're taking on new shorts, it's okay, but you've got to dial in your risk. Put your stop loss down and don't let these get away from you. This is an extreme bullish market. The bidders are winning at every turn. Watch yourself if you're holding shorts. Key level's up there at 100. Be shocked if we don't test that sooner rather than later. Key level in gold, 5,000. Doesn't get any easier than that. $100 in silver, $5,000 in gold. That's absolutely huge. The bullish route is on. If you take a look at your weekly chart right here, a pullback zone somewhere around 45, 30-ish would be absolutely great. I don't know that we get it. I think by the time you see this video, we probably will have made another leg higher. We have potential shorting opportunities right up in front of 5,000. That's something that we're going to be looking at very closely over the next 24 hours. Tuesday's live stream is going to be a banger. Don't miss it. That's going to be a good one to catch. As far as what we can do, we've got our 920 pulled up, and I really wanted to show you this based on our daily time frame. Now, we don't really need anything else but our moving averages here, and they give you a great look at what's developed. Back on the 10th of November, the crossover occurred. Since then, it's just been a bullish route. We are extremely bullish here in gold until we get to 5,000. That's an area where we're going to reevaluate what we think about this market. With regards to how to trade gold, the ship is sort of already left for right now on the 4-hour time frame. If you had to make a trade, you probably want to revert back to that weekly chart and maybe some of those Fibonacci retracement levels that we just covered. So we're moving fast, but the markets move fast. We're looking at pullbacks, 45.30, maybe 45.35, depends on how aggressive you want to be. It's going to be really difficult to get those, though, before we go up and test 5,000. All right, everybody, those are our key levels for week 3, 2026. We're switched on with our hot picks. I'm rocking, ready to go. Check out our live streams every day. Also, head on over to How to Trade for a daily trade idea. Maybe reach out, say hello, hit me up with a private message. But remember, this week's a big week. Just because it's short doesn't mean it isn't big. Geopolitics number 1, Trump speech at the WEF number 2 on Wednesday, PCE Core PCE Thursday, BOJ Friday. Great week to be trading. As always, trade the action well. We'll see you in the markets.